Hello everyone, this is Bill with Bill's Backyard, giving you a different perspective of the yard. Here's the back side of the grapevine, and you can see we have grapes hanging. So there's the cotton candy apiarium. My persimmon tree. Look at this. Look at this. Looks like it's rooting in to the ground. Pretty good. I'm gonna come over here and probably cut it right around here or so. I'll be cutting this back, so I want it to grow bushy. This is the back side of the fence. I wanted to kind of give everybody a little bit. I talk about how much passion fruit. This is on the street side of my fence, and you can see the passion fruit. It's just a big passion fruit. It's all over on here. You can see it. Looks like I'm gonna have a pretty good yield of passion fruit this year. Bees. Look at the bees up on there. But you can see that it's doing exactly, when I put it in, what I wanted it to do is to, look at all this passion fruit, to give me the privacy that I like. Pineapple guava. Looks like it's rooting in. Looks like we're getting some new growth. Water from the other side on the fence, so everything kind of washing forward. So I'm spreading the mulch out on here so it doesn't run out. There's a shot of the yard. The evergreens I got here. Oh, watch it, there's a spider web here. I kind of takes my head out. Here is the red seedless grape. And I know there's grapes on here. They're on the other side. But I've been weaving it through so that it stays here. And then the star of the side yard here is the Cambola. This thing is really just loving it here. I'm gonna have to stake it. I got the bamboo in it, but I don't have it staked. I got the cage around there so rabbits and stuff cannot get in here and chew on it. But this tree is loving it right here. And it's doing real well in this little, it's right up by the house. I got the rain barrels there. So it stays in the shade quite a bit of the day. And it's a lot cooler here. It's gonna be in about 105 today. That's what the weatherman says. Here, lizard scurrying through the bushes there. Yellow bell. Doesn't give me any food, but it sure is pretty. The same with the morning glory. It's part of being married. When you go to the nursery, the wife sits there and says, "Oh yeah, I see, I want that." So That's what we get to be able to keep our food forest going. And I just gave everything out here a drink of water, and the mulberry is really looking good. It's starting to kind of come in its own. We're getting a lot of new growth. So picked off all the mulberries. Might get another crop on here, we'll see. That'd be kind of good, because these are the white mulberries, and boy, they're just like eating candy. They are good. I gotta chop this thing out. It's getting out of hand. The Vista White Loquat is growing like a wild weed out here. It's really loving this. And you can kind of step back and you can kind of see how it is. I got the elephants on either side. And then I'm gonna plant a few more trees out here. It's my next goal. The tangerine tree. I've had this for a couple years. It's in a pot, but you can see the fruit on here. Look at the new growth and the older growth, but it's really taking root, doing real well. I just got some cannon, some flowers, and petunias. It's really smells so good. Another thing I wanted to show everybody is my achacha. Look at all the new leaves on the achacha. It's in this porch area that stays shaded, and the green sapote's with it. It's dropping leaves, but it looks like I'm getting another growth. Hopefully, it's kind of just going through its shock. That's one I got from Laura Farms. From Laura out there, the green sapote, and hopefully, you know, it's doing good here. You can see it looks like I'm getting ready to have some more leaf sprout on it. So it's coming out of its kind of shock of being here in Southern California, out of Florida. The achacha, I thought died. It went all the way back, but I've been babying this, and it's really doing real well. I found the right microclimate for it on my front porch. So the camellias are doing good. This dragon fruit I was giving away, and they never did come and get it, so I'm gonna have to move it to the back and repot it. I got some catnip here, lilac, and some other herbs and stuff growing here. Aloe vera, just growing like a wild cactus. LOL. So as we wander towards the backyard from the front, you know, I do these videos so that I can see what's going on with the plants from week to week. How things, I looked back the other day, how the yard was and how it became. The female kiwi, it comes and goes. Blackberries are doing, got another bunch of blueberries. The other ones are going dormant. Got the other two varieties fruiting right now. We'll see what happens with that. Orange tree is loaded with oranges. The dogs like to jump up here and trying to pick them off, so I'm gonna have to move the fence. But you can see all the oranges on the orange tree. So I don't know what to do with this. This is the star apple, Camito, I got from Laura's Farms. This is the graft here. I think that the main part of the graft died up here, but this is the root stock. I don't know what to do here with that. I'm just gonna kind of keep it growing, and you can kind of see some of the other plants we got going on. The cocoa plant, the cutie. This is fruit I can't wait for. It's supposed to taste like Laffy Taffy. I got it from Hubba Joe's. Yeah, just some Cernan cherry there, Zills, peanut butter, soursop. I have the seedling came up, and then I planted a mango seed, and that's what that is. Champagne loquat. So I'm putting seeds in, and they're starting to come up. So I'm doing more and more of that. The other one that I'm really, that's really starting to love it is the brown sugar, Sapodilla. You can see the new growth on it, and it's happy right here in this pot. The monkey orange, and this is doing real well. You can see it's got new growth going on it. The dragon fruit, that was all given to me. They were sitting in water. I put them in the pots with the potting soil mix that I do, and they're doing real well. Honeyberries, the Sweet David papaya, that's growing like a weed in that pot. It's kind of funny because the one in the ground isn't doing as good. I don't know why. As we come through the gate here, we got some flowers. I got this from Steve out there at Exotica. It's a Pitanga. It's doing good. I got this Java de Cava from Vista Nursery. It's doing good. Another one I got from Steve is the Liche. It's doing okay here. And then I have some ice cream beans that I got from the Hawaiian chick there, and they're doing good. As I move along, I got this from one of my guys I love to watch on YouTube. He just tells it like it is. He has a nursery, OTC. Jamaican cherry. You can see I have some new growth coming out on that. Moringa, boo. I got to get that. I'm going to transplant that today. And you can just see another ice cream bean, Pitanga tuba, yellow java. This is my canistel. I gotta cut some of this back on this. My mangosteen, and another Java de Cava. So yeah, this I got from Adam out there at Flying Fox. As we wander over in here, Peter Honey fig. You can see all the figs. The white sapote, red flowering currant. There's two of them. My patash. You can see the figs on there. Got another moringa tree here. I got to get that in the ground. Papayas, champagne loquat, stevia, sweetener. If you've been keeping up and watching some of the videos, this is the banana plant I put in the ground a few weeks back, and look at it, it's just taken off. And then this is my Mocock, the newest banana plant I put in the ground. This is supposed to be a double banana. Vista White Loquat. You know, I took, in the pot I got from Vista Nursery, there was two in the same pot, and I separate them. The one out front and this one were in the same pot, so I got 2 trees for the price of one. Thank you, Vista Nursery. Another dwarf Cavendish banana. And it looks like I have some seeds coming up. I'm not sure what they are here in the box. They came out of my compost pile. And then from over here, you can see the red seedless grape. There's some grapes right here. I don't know if I'm gonna get a whole lot off this year, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not expecting it. I just want it to get rooted in real well. As we come over here, this is my lemon guava, and you can see the guavas on here. This thing flowered like crazy, and man, it looks like there's quite a bit of guavas going on here. We have to come in here and thin it. Looks like I need to stake it a little bit better. It's just getting overloaded. The pineapple guava, you can see the new growth coming on here. This thing flowered. I was eating flowers on it. They taste so good, those petals. But I'm not seeing much fruit set on this. It's not like the fruit's holding. So I don't know if I'm gonna get any fruit on this or at all. That did flower, and the fruit that's been on here has been falling off, so I'm not sure about all that. But it's a beautiful plant. Volunteer papaya, some comfrey, and another star. I got one fruit off this last year, and it was good, but you can see it's flowering. And this is the pink Hawaiian. This tree, if you look back, this winter went to nothing. I mean nothing. It was just a stick in the ground, and this came back vibrantly. It's doing real well. It's looking really good. Flowering bulb. The Sweet David papaya, you know, this one and the one in the pot were the same size, and this one here is struggling, but the one in the pot's growing like crazy. And then I have some longevity spinach here. Kahala Logan, I thought I lost it. This is coming up. I'm not sure if it was a grafted. I'm gonna have to really get in there and look a little bit better. But this tree started growing off of out of the root mass there. It died all the way to the ground. Some oregano herbs, burgundy plum. I gotta cut it back this year. The Flavor Delight spreading its wings. I gotta cut it back. I'll be setting up the chipper shredder. I gotta get out here and do the summer pruning. Get this all cut back. Start shaping these trees. Cotton candy apium. Got some fruit off this year. Last year I got a couple. Everybody that tried this fruit raved about it. They just loved it. The Thompson seedless grape from the other side. From my yard, you can see I have all the grapes. So this is producing. Spicy Z. It's growing pretty good. My 4-in-1 planting. And what I mean by that, I got 4 trees in one box. This is a Dapple Dandy. These are all I got from a nursery on Viking rootstock, and I bought them, and they were very little potted plants. And this is their second summer. Well, I want to say it's second full summer. Last year I put them in the ground earlier in the summer. So this is a Flavor King, a Flavor Grenade, and then right back here, this one here is the Sweet Treat. So these are all cross Ziegler trees that Dave Wilson sells a lot of, but I bought this online. It was a special. It says buy 4 plants, free shipping. It was like 120 bucks for all 4 of them. I couldn't go wrong. Definitely couldn't go wrong. Strawberry patch, still doing good. Pineapples are doing good. Sunflowers are attracting all the pollinators and birds. I've seen the birds over here eating the apple tree. I got to get in here and cut back. It's starting to cross branch and stuff. So, and then the other wonder that I have going on right now is the pomegranate. Look at the pomegranate flowering. Getting ready to bust some more buds out on this, flower buds. So, and then I got poblano peppers going on here, and then jalapenos in here, which there is a bunch. The poblanos aren't quite ready yet. Be making some good Hispanic food. And then we got the jalapenos, sweet basil. Got a tomato plant variety, cherry tomatoes over here. Picked a few the other day. Red bell pepper plant right here. I got summer zucchini going on in here. I got carrots in here. Yeah, we got a little bit of everything going on. I try to plant a mixture. So we got tomatoes and marigolds. I try to interplant so that to kind of keep the pest population in check a little bit. So that's trying to get this where I'm gonna have to fix it. Okay, we'll have to fix that. I'll work on that here in a little bit. Ice cream bean is still alive. It's the same age as what's over there in the pots. The ones in the pots seem to be surviving. Well, if this doesn't make it, I'm gonna probably put one of those in there and put a shade cloth over it. The comfrey is growing like a wild weed. My Suriname cherry is flowering, looking really good here. It's starting to acclimate into the box. I've had that for a few years. It was in a pot, so this first year in the ground. The same with the cherimoya. The cherimoya I've had for a few years, and it was in a pot. And I got it in the ground this year. I bought the sugar apple to help with the cherimoya to help pollinate, and it's coming out of dormancy now. And then I had volunteer cantaloupes coming out of there. I just left them in there. Let's see how that goes. You can see the lemon tree is, gosh, it's flowering. It's got lemons. It does its thing. I don't worry about the lemon tree, man. We talk about abundance. I can't pick them and give them away fast enough. The black sapote is doing real good over here in the pot. I shouldn't have put that other one in the ground this last winter. It froze down pretty good. The other sapodilla, I don't think it's gonna make it, but I keep watering it. We'll see what happens. This was a big treat to see. You can see that I'm getting some plant stock coming up off the roots. I'm gonna let that go a little bit and see what happens there. It was a rough year for mangoes this year. My Pakash, sherbet berry, some herbs, the bird bath, my pine white strawberries. I've got regular strawberries, melons. Look at the melons. I'm gonna have to do a little bit different caging going on here and pull this and do something a little bit better here to hold all this. But you can see the melons. Cantaloupe, watermelon. Nice watermelon in here. Yeah. Had one out here, but the wind came and broke it off the branch. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to be cleaning this box up here in the next couple days, getting it ready. And then my yellow pear tomatoes. You can see this thing has an abundance of tomatoes on it. the dill. I plant the dill there to help with the pest. The greenhouse is really starting to rip up. I got to order the other piece to put on there for this winter. The Mazzano tomatoes, are growing like crazy in here. So we'll see. Another Mazzano tomato. I got some beets in here, some green beans, chives. Another tomato plant, a dwarf tomato. I got some kale, some more tomatoes. My cilantro's going to bolt. I gotta get over here and clean up a little bit. The berry patch, the male kiwi is hurting. Everything else seems to do okay. This is getting ready to go into dormancy. The blueberry, this one here. I've been picking blueberries and eating. Here, Goose. There's a treat for Goose. Where's your brother? Where's your brother? You want the other one? Shh, it's our secret. Yes. That's Goose. Maverick's in the house. Play in the kitchen there. I gotta clean up. I gotta do some chipping and shredding. All the dead trees I have back over here that didn't make it through the winter. I don't know if this other black sapote is gonna make it or not. I just threw it in this pot. This thing's shredded up. I gotta fix it, get it out of there. Work on the greenhouse. I bought a carbon greenhouse, a polycarbon to put in there. The company said they shipped it, but I haven't received it. It's just one of those rip-off things, so we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll ship it to me. I don't know, but we'll see. Peach tree. You can see my goji berries flowering. Looking good. Ever-bearing mulberry. It's growing good. I put it in this bigger grow bag this year. And also the pomegranate. So that's pretty much it today. That's all I have as far as an update goes for Bill's Backyard. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And I'm going to sign off.